Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Do we need more?
Okay, so
I wondered whether this MDF could be trimmed up
yeah, to fit in there.
to fit in there. Is that we're making extensive use of. Even if this barking thing doesn't fit anywhere. What's the matter? It's all, this stuff really, I hate it. So my next workshop improvement project is a cross-cut sled. So when you're using the table saw, it's great for ripping things that way, lengthways. It introduces some safety hazards if you're trying to cut across pieces. Probably not silly things like that, but larger pieces you get much more danger of kickback and nasty things like that. So there's a thing called a cross-cut sled which sits in the rails of the table saw and supports the workpiece through the blade and hopefully mitigates any nasty accidents you can have. First thing to do is cut a couple of rails so the sled can sit on them and stay straight. I'm going to try and use some leftover MDF because it's flat and it's got to fit tightly in the slots on the table saw. If you use pine, for instance, there can be seasonal changes where the weather changes and the pine swells or contracts and changes and you get some wobble in your sled, which isn't great. If the MDF doesn't work, and I'd started using it because it was flat, but dimensioning it, I'm starting to question whether it's just going to fall apart and be rubber. But I'm going to practice anyway. If not, we'll have to try and find some hardwood to use. Okay, so the MDF didn't work, just can't get it thin enough. Width is alright, I just can't safely get it thin enough. The thicknesser doesn't take it down low enough. And so it fits in nicely left to right, but it is far too proud on the table saw. So I'll ditch that as an idea and going to try using some more of the decking hardwood and see how we get on with that. So that was a bit of a hacky cross-cut sled, I think, so that's why it was a little alarming to do. But that should be okay. Yeah? Okay, the using the hardwood worked a lot better. We now have two little runners that work, slide up and down in the slots nicely. So now we've just got some plywood that's going to be the bed of the sled. Little trick to use washers. I've got a couple of these small little nuts. What we're going to do is just pop those in the slots, drop our runners in. That just raises the runners up, makes it a little easier to align where the bed has to sit. So we'll drop that on there, and that should be level with that. Yeah, just some glue or double-sided tape to hold them in place. Then we'll switch it over and drop some screws in. That way around there, a bit level. So what we want to do is just keep that square. We should have them in the right spot. Don't have that